Thank you guys. My name is Binny Singh and I am from 2006 batch from Santosa Vidyalaya, and I am the founder of Seed 100, the organization which takes care of girls' education in Tamil Nadu. And right now we are supporting 15 girl child in Tamil Nadu. And also I am the president of the Donau Riders Club of Santosa Vidyalaya Alumni Association. We have made around 11 trips so far. And also I am the head of the media for SVAA. We have through SVAA made Khan Academy possible in our school. We have started a media team in our school which is very helpful during this time when teachers are going online to teach and to reach out to the students. So today I'm going to talk about one story that happened in Talambur which doesn't come under the preview of Seed 100. Chennai is becoming another real estate hub. You can see a lot of building coming up, construction in every street and in every roads in Chennai. With that, the demand for the workers from North India is huge in Tamil Nadu. You can see a lot of people coming from Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and there is one such camp known as KG. KG is named after that project which is going on in Talambur, which is like 100 meters from my home. You can just see from the home window, you can see the settlement. There are about 350 people from Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and different states of North India settled in Chennai. And the facility provided by this builder is pathetic. They don't have proper toilets, they don't have proper place to stay. They stay in a tin house which works as an oven. And the condition is very bad. So one morning when I was there at my balcony, I saw some group of people walking in a line. So when I went and asked them, where are you guys going? And they were like, we are going to home. So I thought, okay, maybe some half kilometer they are walking. And then I asked, where is your home? And they said, Gorakhpur. Now Gorakhpur is 2,700 kilometers from Chennai. So I thought maybe train or something like that. So I asked, okay, how are you going? Are you going to Central? They are like, no, we are going to walk from Chennai till Gorakhpur. I wanted to convince them that, guys, stay back. I will provide with food or money or whatever that you need. And later on, we will take care of it. And in that particular camp, there were 350 people. And in that 350, already 100 people have started to walk. Some have gone by cycle, some have gone by walk. And some were still there because they have pregnant wife, women or children in their camp. So they cannot walk for 2,700 kilometers. But again, the builders have stopped paying them. They have stopped visiting them. And they have no money or food. So that is when I went to the camp and I was able to talk to them, and I realized that they need money and also they need food. So we started providing them with some basic things like rice, dal and things like that. In that camp, I happened to meet a guy. His name is Balram. He's also from Gorakhpur. His wife name is Shivani. She's 16 years old, 1-6. She's pregnant with a child for 7 months. And for 7 months, she does not know that she is pregnant. She found out she is pregnant only because her belly size increased and she saw some movement inside. And they have not been able to do any medical checkup. And the government hospital, they were not able to check up, maybe because they don't have a ration card from Tamil Nadu. The private hospitals, they cannot afford. And when I talked to Balram, Balram is going to buy a bicycle, second-hand bicycle, because he wants to cycle back to his home, taking his 7 months old pregnant wife on the back of the cycle. He has bought the cycle, he has packed everything, and they are planning to leave the next day. Lucky for us, I was there at that moment in that camp, and there were some people who gave some money. So we gave that money, we provided them with whatever the woman needs, the fruit, women's Horlicks. And we also spoke to a doctor named Kalavati Moses, and she said that she will be helping us with the money and with free treatment in one of the biggest hospital in Chennai, Global Hospital. Now, why I'm trying to tell you this story is that the migrant crisis was real, and it went underreported by the media, both the state media and the national media, obviously because they're scared of the government. But the condition was very bad. Now imagine about Shivani. Shivani is staying in a camp where there are 330 men. She along with other women are staying there. There are only 4 toilets, and if they want to use the toilets, they have to get up at 4 o'clock. Because the men get up at 5 o'clock, and after that they will not be able to use toilet. Now Shivani is pregnant, she has to use the toilet like every half an hour. And imagine her condition, staying in a tin house where you see mouse running around, men, dirty toilets, no proper facilities, and she has to be there. At the end of a week, we were in huge need of money. We needed about 4 to 5 lakhs rupees, and that is the time I posted on Facebook, and a lot of people came to help, including Goodness Foundation, Paul Raja, Kepas Foundation, Prince Josiah, and many other SVNs. I know classmates who joined together, collected money, and then they sent it to me. And because of that, we were able to help 1,500 people with ration, food for 1 month. We were able to arrange transport for them to the nearby local railway station, and then with the government provided train to their hometown. We were able to support Shivani and Balram. Even today we support them financially because Balram cannot come back and join his job. Shivani called a week back and she said that she has been blessed by a beautiful boy and she wanted me to name the child. We named the boy as Sanjeev. So because of a large number of people coming together, helping in a small way, we were able to help 1,500 people with food, with shelter. We made sure that none of the people, once we took over the camp, had to walk back home. None of those people had to go hungry. None of those people had to cycle back 2,700 kilometers. But they were provided with whatever they needed here and the transportation to back home. A little bit about Seed 100. Seed 100 has 15 children sponsoring right now. We have 5 in college, 5 in Santosa Vidyalaya. We decided that whatever we sponsor, 1/3 of it will be in Santosa Vidyalaya. 5 of the girls in Santosa Vidyalaya are sponsored by Seed 100. We have 5 in other daycare schools. So total of 15 children. Even this year, 2 girls graduated from their college, and we are putting 3 more girls into college. So I just wanted to take this opportunity and thank the Alumni Association. Many of you are involved with Seed 100. Many of you were involved with the migrant crisis help that we provided. So thank you so much to the Alumni Association for standing with me, for standing with the cause of Seed 100, and for always being with me with your support and prayer.